Unit Test 2. Listening. Listen to 6 people talking about some English expressions. Match each person to the correct expression. Speaker 1.
I've never heard this expression before. I guess it means that when a man gets married, his family, that is, his parents, don't seem as important to him as before. But things are different with a woman. She will always remain close to her parents, even after she is married. My brother, for example, got married a couple of years ago and now only sees our parents once or twice a year. My sister got married last year and she sees them almost every week.
Speaker 2.
I think this expression becomes truer as I get older. I don't think we look much like each other, but there are lots of similarities. We both like doing the same things, like sailing, running and watching football. We both have a similar way of talking, and I think that we look at life the same way. You know, same beliefs, same sense of humour and so on. We're more like brothers, really, or best friends.
Speaker 3.
I mostly agree with this expression. Sally is my best friend and we spend nearly all of our free time together. Anyway, last year Sally went to visit friends in Brazil for a few months and I remember thinking to myself, oh no, what am I going to do in her absence? Well, off she went and guess what? I hardly missed her at all. In fact, I hardly even thought about her. Oh, sure, I occasionally thought, I wonder what Sally's doing. But other than that, nothing. And then she came back and we were back to normal, hanging out together and things like that.
Speaker 4.
I think this is very true. Let me give you an example. My father and I didn't used to get on with each other. We always argued, we didn't like the same things, we had different values. I didn't really like him very much. We were just too different. Then he went to work in the Middle East and after a while I started to miss him. I thought about the good things, like when he would help me with my homework or when we would play tennis together, and I began to miss him. It's funny, but when he came back home, we got on much better.
Speaker 5.
I think this is quite a good expression. I imagine a situation where I'm a company manager and 2 people ask me for a job. One of them is my cousin and one of them is, say, a friend. They both have the same qualifications and experience. Well, I'd choose my cousin, of course. In fact, I'd probably choose a family member rather than a friend, even if I didn't really like that family member, although I'm actually very fond of all of them.
Speaker 6.
I totally agree with this expression. Look at my brother, for example. We really don't get on with each other very well, and we argue all the time. If I had the choice, I'd probably change him for another brother. But of course, that could never happen. I think you just need to accept the fact that there are some people in life you just have to live with. I suppose that's why at the weekend I usually decide to spend so much time with the other students in my class. They're a great crowd, and we have a lot of fun together.